Today on the CTV News at 5, why the city of Lethbridge has 10 million reasons to smile. Plus, it was funny, now it's tragic.
It is with deep sadness that I can confirm the tragic death of a member of our nursing staff.
How a prank call sparked a suicide. And how the Groves are helping to spread the holiday spirit.
CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
Good afternoon. The city of Lethbridge got some good news today with the announcement that the province will provide an additional $10 million for Lethbridge's new twin ice complex. The extra provincial funding matches federal dollars under the Building Canada Fund. It's in addition to $15.8 million the province originally announced under the Municipal Sustainability Program. Design work for the new arena is already underway and should be completed by next summer. The Crossings Ice Complex includes a twinned ice arena and a 10-sheet curling rink.
Really excited about this project. We've been waiting. We've been part of the project from the day one with the drawings and then putting it on hold and then waiting for the curling rink. And now to have this come out, it's just been fantastic.
And we knew that we had the $15.8 million in MSI grants, but we were looking for another $10 million in matching grants. And that's what we're here today, receiving confirmation that that final piece of the puzzle, the $10 million, has been confirmed.
The total cost of the Crossings Arena project is just over $41 million. Construction is scheduled to be completed by December of 2015, but the full programming likely isn't going to start until the fall of 2016. A city committee will decide next month if it wants to reconsider the policy for determining pay increases for Lethbridge's mayor and council. Councillor Bridget Mearns raised the issue this morning at a meeting of the Open and Effective Government Committee. Under the current policy, the city reviews council pay rates every 3 years after comparing Lethbridge to 7 other mid-sized Alberta municipalities. Mearns says that she fully supports the raises approved back in October, but says it may be time for council to review the policy.
Maybe we shouldn't be doing this every 3 years, because what that ends up doing is having this big bump up, which looks bigger than it really is had it been spread out over 3 years. So if we did nothing and we just allowed the policy to stay the way it is, future councils are going to deal with exactly that same big bump up in another 3 years' time. So I wanted to see whether or not the Open and Effective Government Committee would be interested in looking at that. Maybe there's a better way of doing it.
Now that government committee will decide January the 4th whether to recommend the policy pay changes be reviewed and updated. In the meantime, though, committee members plan to study the consultants' reports and other material that was used to develop the policy. And another drop in the local unemployment rate. Statistics Canada says the jobless rate in the Lethbridge Medicine Hat region in November was 4.2%. That's a major decline from October's 5.1%. The provincial unemployment rate slipped to 4.2% from 4.5%, with most jobs added in the services and producing sectors. Nationally, the unemployment rate is down 0.2 of a point to 7.2%. That's actually the lowest it's been since June. Dory Rossiter, a cooler temperature is on the way, similar to what you saw in your office earlier today, actually.
Yeah, we're getting snow, and it's not just in my office. That'll all become clear later on, I guess. But anyway, temperatures are going to be cool. That's going to be the real weather news, isn't the fact that we're getting some precipitation, a couple centimeters tonight, a couple centimeters tomorrow. It's the fact that our daytime high tomorrow and our overnight low tonight aren't budging much. So we'll talk about that, the cooler air and where it's coming from in a couple of minutes.
Okay, Dory. A St. Albert man has been found guilty in a Lethbridge courtroom of trying to smuggle guns across the border. Cootes Border Guards seized 11 firearms, including semi-automatic handguns, 1 semi-automatic shotgun, and 3 prohibited fully automatic rifles in August of 2010. This morning, 45-year-old Bjorn Sjostrom was found guilty on 30 charges, including illegally importing firearms and possessing a restricted weapon. The judge says he doubted Sjostrom's credibility when he took the stand, as well as his wife's. Sjostrom's wife testified that she forgot to remove the guns after a family trip to a shooting range. The family was living in Colorado at the time. Sjostrom will be sentenced on April the 22nd. The mandatory minimum sentence for the gun crimes is 3 years behind bars. And a 15-year-old Lethbridge boy charged in a pepper spray incident at the Westside High Schools has been given probation. On October 31st, the teen got into a fight with a 17-year-old boy. During the bout, the 15-year-old discharged a canister of pepper spray. Between 15 and 25 students were treated by EMS for sore eyes, coughing, and other effects after the wind blew the pepper spray at them. The teen charged has been put on probation for 1 year and is prohibited from owning firearms for 2 years. There's been a tragic end to a royal prank. The London hospital nurse who handled the prank call has died in a suspected suicide. She's the one who put the call through to another nurse who ended up releasing sensitive information about the Duchess of Cambridge. TJ Winnick reports.
A hospital nurse caring for the pregnant Duchess of Cambridge, tricked by 2 Australian radio disc jockeys pretending to be the Queen and Prince Charles, has apparently committed suicide. The woman, who worked at King Edward VII Hospital, had been fooled earlier this week into connecting them to another nurse treating Kate Middleton, hospitalized for extreme morning sickness. Jacinta Saldana, who had been working at the hospital for 4 years, was found at an address near the hospital.
Jacinta has worked at the King Edward VII Hospital for more than 4 years. She was an excellent nurse and well respected and popular with all of her colleagues.
Michael Christian and Mel Gregg, DJs on the 2-day FM radio station, called the hospital early Tuesday morning. Saldana is the one who took the call.
Hello, good morning, King Edward VII Hospital.
Oh, hello there. Could I please speak to Kate, please, my granddaughter?
Oh, yes, just hold on, ma'am.
Thank you.
Today, William and Kate released this statement. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are deeply saddened to learn of the death. Their thoughts and prayers are with Jacinta Saldana's family, friends, and colleagues at this very sad time. The prank call had proven deeply embarrassing for the hospital, which is the medical institution of choice for the royal family. Still, yesterday, Prince Charles joked about the incident.
What's your reaction to the news about the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge?
How do you know I'm not a radio station? No, I'm thrilled, no.
Now, it is no laughing matter. The nurse was a married mother of 2. TJ Winnick, ABC News, New York.
The Australian radio station offered its condolences today. The DJs behind the prank have been pulled off the air until further notice. Well, the former president of Lethbridge College has received one of Alberta's most prestigious honors for public service. Dr. Tracy Edwards was presented last night with the Lieutenant Governor's Award for Excellence in Public Administration. The award acknowledges the achievements Edwards made during her 7 years as president. She was also commended for demonstrating distinctive leadership in an area of public administration.
Oh, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm honored and humbled. You know, I enjoyed my time at Lethbridge College so much. It was a great institution, so many great people to work with. It's just been amazing.
Dr. Edwards was nominated with unanimous support of the Lethbridge College Board of Governors. Numerous letters of support came from community members, elected officials, and provincial representatives. Meanwhile, the president of the University of Lethbridge is giving his institution a passing grade in semester 1. Michael Mann says he is excited by the direction of the U of L and hopes to build upon what he calls a very successful 2012.
You know, it's been good. We, had some exciting things. We were named, Research University of the Year by Research InfoSource and ranked 3rd in Canada by Maclean. So those kinds of things are good. I think, our students continue to amaze me. They're doing all sorts of great things. But, at the same time, it's stressful times for students at universities.
Mann says there are still ways that they hope to improve upon the student experience. And a school assembly in Coaldale had a distinctively Australian feel to it today. Some of the students at the Jenny Emery School dressed up as boomers, and many sprouted kangaroo ears as they saluted Australian teacher Terry Weatherald. Weatherald is nearing the end of a year-long teacher exchange visit to Canada. Now, despite the winter being colder than the ones down under, Weatherald says the exchange is ending way too soon, and she would gladly extend it if she could. She says the children have gotten used to her accent and her Aussie expressions.
They're pretty good now. We say, pick up that rubbish and put it in the bin, and the kids sort of look at you with funny eyes and have to work out that you're talking about trash and putting it in the garbage. So yeah, just little things, but really they've been so polite and so really welcoming,
Now, Weatherall's last day will be December the 21st. She essentially switched jobs and homes with teacher Robin Lilly, who spent the last year in Wagga Wagga, New South Wales. Some of Santa's helpers will be cruising streets in downtown Lethbridge starting Monday to try and cut down on the number of parking tickets the Grinches hand out during the festive season. Ambassadors will be walking throughout the downtown, plugging expired meters and leaving behind a note wishing shoppers a Merry Christmas. The program is sponsored by the downtown businesses, the Downtown BRZ and the Heart of the City campaign. Organizers say it's a way of saying thank you for shopping downtown.
It's just our way of trying to, make it a little bit easier for people to shop downtown, and, hopefully not too many parking tickets actually get issued.
The meter plugging program is just kind of a small give back that we do to the local community that shops with us and provides us with a living.
Now, it is still recommended that shoppers plug their meters because the commissionaires will still be patrolling the downtown area. A number of southern Albertans are making Christmas brighter again this year, and the Groves family is one of them. If you've noticed a slight power bump last night, it could have been the Groves family turning on their huge Christmas light display. They have about 16,000 lights altogether, and they're choreographed to music that you can bring up on the car radio. The family accepts donations to help offset the power bill and donate any extra to the Chinook Autism Society. Their son Caleb has autism and loves flashing lights, and so do many other people.
Just seeing the families coming by every year. Every year, there's a new group of kids showing up, going, wow, look at that, wow, look at that. And also the parents showing up going, wow, somebody who I haven't talked to or haven't seen yet, hasn't seen the display, it's their first time, and they just stand there like little kids going, and that's the thing that drives it.
Wow. Now, last year, the Groves light display raised enough money to donate more than $2,000 to the Autism Society. Speaking of money, here's a look at how the markets wrapped up the week.